Chapter 38. Days later, she had not overcome that darkness. I don't know what to make of it. There are the tiniest traces of... I don't even know what, something. The reports said some intense hallucinogens were in her blood, but even that doesn't explain her reaction, or the fact that her mind is apparently still fighting them as hard as it can. She might be going through withdrawal, but it's hard to tell when she's knocked out like this. Couple that with the hypothermia she must have gotten swimming across the river, and her body is probably at the edge of breaking. The longer she stays unconscious, the more her mind is going to keep fighting a condition that just isn't there anymore. Is she aware of her surroundings at all? I'd guess very faintly. She shows the smallest reaction to some things, but the longer she stays in that coma, the harder it's going to be to wake her up again. I can give you or the hospital anything you might need. Any resource, name it. I'll have it. Bruce, I'm sorry. You know I'd do anything to bring her back. But right now, it's just as mental as it is physical. You're doing your part by being here right now. Very well. And Bruce, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Right now, I'm beginning to wonder if you weren't right. They were choices they made themselves. They chose to put themselves in the line of danger to follow your example. I can't blame all of that on you. Help me save my daughter, Leslie, and I'll forgive you for everything. Bruce stepped back into Cassandra's room in the downtown hospital, where he'd invited Leslie Tompkins for her input. The last 2 days had been spent trying to figure out what in the world had transpired in the nearly 2 weeks Cassandra was held captive. Unfortunately, trapped in unconsciousness as she was, they were only able to question Sadie, whose answers were vague as a result of the epiphany. I can't even remember what happened. I was in a bathroom at the subway. Joanne, my mom, she and me had gotten into this screaming match, and she told me to get out. I'd just gotten a free meal from one of the missions, and I was on my way to Steph's after she said I could stay there overnight. I guess you probably already know who she is. She and your daughter are friends. One second I was washing my hands, the next thing I knew a wet washcloth was being held over my mouth and I blacked out. I guess it would have been just a few hours later. They were forcing me to inhale this horrible stuff. The room goes hazy. Everyone starts to look like monsters. I used to have this friend who had me do salvia with her, but this was 1,000,000 times worse. I promise I'm clean now, but I've never seen anything like that, Bruce asked. How old are you even? 17. 18 in the spring. Do your parents even know you're here? Are they worried about you? My dad lives in Fawcett City. We don't talk. Joanne lives in town. Like I said, we had a big fight before I got abducted. I gave her a call anyway. She was really hungover, and I don't really think she cared. I have this college friend I've been staying with. Things have been really screwy with that lately, too. What about school? Is a truant officer going to come looking for you? Officially, I'm a dropout. I'm gonna try and finish my senior year next fall, but I need to get out of my crappy home life first. Bruce was only further frustrated by this, but did not feel like he could, in good conscience, tell her to leave. Whenever he needed to discuss business with Tim, Dick, Barbara, or Stephanie, who would come in and out of Cassandra's room, offer her words of encouragement and flowers to decorate the space, they did so in the hallway. Between his conversations with Leslie and his return, he stepped away and called Alfred, who answered quickly. How is he? Bruce said. Not giving you any trouble? Sir, you designed the room to be completely inescapable to yourself. Jason hasn't offered me any difficulty. I'm actually taking him lunch now, if you'd like to speak with him. No. Just keep reminding him of our terms. As soon as he tells us where the Seraphim is hiding, we'll release him. No guns, no weaponry, no money, but we'll release him. Very good, sir. I will remind him. And yet, knowing only what they all did, the Seraphim was quickly becoming an afterthought. With Barbara's confirmation that the birds of prey were united in town, she encouraged Bruce to stay out of his uniform until Cassandra's matters could be resolved. Advice she was surprised to see he took. The Batman family and Sadie took intermittent turns by Cassandra's bedside. Each offered her words of encouragement in the hopes of pulling her out of the darkness. Cassie, I know we've had some scraps in the past. I haven't always trusted you the way you deserve. But I'm here now because you know we're all counting on you to wake up again. I don't think I've ever seen Bruce more worried in his life than when he thought he might lose you. I know you're a fighter, maybe the best on Earth, and we'll all be here to congratulate you when you wake up. I hope that will be very soon. God, I wish I had Dick's optimism on this. I don't know what that madman did to you, but I want you to know that we're going to find him. The birds are out there ready to tear this city apart looking for those bastards. You remember when we showed Dina the ropes? Remember sparring with her and teaching her just how much butt you could kick? God, Cass, your attitude is infectious. I don't even pray anymore, but I felt like I had to when I first saw you like this. Everyone's pulling for you. Please wake up soon. I finally went back to church on Sunday. The same day we got the call from Steph's friend that brought you in here. I'm not going to sit here and brag, but I don't know if I can pretend one thing didn't lead to another. If you wake up, I promise I'll start coming with you to Mass every Sunday, like I should have been doing this whole time. I'm sorry for all the times I made your journey any harder than it needed to be. No matter what I said, I was wrong, Cass. God is wonderful. God is wonderful because he brought you back to us when we thought we'd lost you. I'm here, Cassie. I'm here to be your brother. And I'm praying for you. I never told Tim what you told me. I think it's better that he doesn't know. It's not because I'm mad or upset at you or anything like that. Because I think I get what you were saying, Cassie. And I could never, ever hold that against you. Nobody wanted you to get home more desperately than me. I fought against a torn ACL and beat Jason Todd into submission, trying to get him to tell me where they'd taken you. Because I would do anything for you, Cassie. Maybe I was wrong too. Maybe I really do love you the same way I love Tim. I'm sorry. I thought if you heard that, it might wake you up. It was stupid. You even said you didn't want that. Well, Cassie, regardless, every one of us is here for you. Because every one of us loves you. And no matter what stupid thing I said or what rules people in the clergy are supposed to teach you, God loves you too. How could anyone, God included, not love you? That's why we're all here. I guess that's what I have to tell you. And that everyone will be here when you finally come home. For real. You really are my best friend. And you always will be. Bruce, can I talk to you about something? Go ahead. Bruce held his head in the hallway just beside Cassandra's room. We've been trying for 2 days to wake her back up. And from what I heard Dr. Tompkins saying, the longer she's out, the more dangerous her condition becomes, Tim said. Do you have a suggestion? Bruce asked. I think I do. I want to call Monsignor Ryan and ask that she be baptized. Is that possible? Bruce said. And how would that help? I looked into it. Very, very sick people can be baptized with almost no notice, if they were on the verge of converting but couldn't. People like Cassie. Her faith all but became the center of her life. If anything's going to wake her up, it just might be this. Tim, are you sure waking her up is all you're concerned with? Tim didn't respond at first, and looked away as if unsure how to put words to his thoughts. Well, mostly. Don't you think she'd want this too? If this really is our worst-case scenario? Bruce was silent on the matter as he considered what Stephanie already told him after her battle with Jason, and the fact Cassandra had only just escaped the clutches of a mad zealot. He had to wonder if religion would still be of interest to her when she woke, or if the downward spiral she just faced might destroy her faith entirely. Bruce silently contemplated these two matters, unsure for a moment before he realized that, even if she woke in disgust, she would still be awake. Yes, Tim. I think that would be a good idea. Let's see if Cassandra's faith can wake